Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at a security light bulb from a company called YELIN. First, let me say that this is a great product and I really like what it does and how it works. But if you look at Amazon, there's a few things on there that are a bit misleading. First, this is a 960p camera, not a 1080p camera. So if you're looking for something 1080p, go look elsewhere. I don't know why the title of this product says 1080p, when clearly right below that it gives the dimensions, which are 1280 by 960. That's 960p, not 1080p. Also, if you're looking through some of the images that are part of the listing on Amazon, some of those images are misrepresentative of the image quality that you're going to get. So that's also something to keep in mind. I will be showing some footage from this device a little bit later on, but just know that the listing itself is a bit misleading, so that's definitely something to take into consideration. So in the box, you're obviously going to get the light bulb security camera device. You're also going to get a plug extender in case where you're trying to screw in the light bulb is enclosed a little bit too much or whatever. You can extend that probably about an inch and a half further out, so that maybe you can get that light bulb screwed in more easily. You will also get a reset pin device. It's a glorified paper clip. I've actually already managed to lose the pin that came with mine, so just get yourself a paper clip, you'll be all right. And then of course you get the user's manual. You'll want to look through this a little bit. There's some good information in there about how to set it up and configure a few things. Something else to keep in mind here is that if you've got a new router or something and you've only set it up to run a 5G wireless signal, you will also need to activate the 2.4G signal just because this device doesn't run on 5. So that's something that you'll need to make sure that you configure. You will also want to make sure that you get a Wi-Fi analyzer for your phone and make sure that you find a channel that's not super trafficked by other Wi-Fi devices or other Wi-Fi signals in the area. Find something that's got a very low usage. I actually had to change mine in order to get any kind of good connectivity with the device. So one of the things that I really dig about this security camera is that when you first set up the app on your phone, it will ask you to create an account, and they're not just trying to mine your information from you. They're actually making it so that you can access your footage from anywhere that you've got an internet connection. So if you're out doing something, you can just pop on the app and see what's going on around your house or your shop or wherever you've got your device installed. So this YELIN security device does also have a microphone and speaker built in, which is great, so you can actually listen to see what's going on in a room, even if you can't see what's going on in that room. Also, you can have a conversation with somebody that's in that room in case you need to let them know, hey, I'll be there in a second, or whatever. So it's actually really cool that it's got this two-way communication built right into it. So it's got a motion detector built into it, which is great so that you can have it automatically record based on any movement that it detects. The one thing I will say about that is you need to have a micro SD card in it in order for that to work, and it does support anywhere from a 16 to 128 gigs. Don't throw a cheap knockoff import type of micro SD card into the device. It will quit working. It will say that you've got something to look at, but then the video file will be corrupt. Get yourself a good quality micro SD card just to avoid any kind of mishap or possibly missed recording. Another option is that you can actually go in through the app and manually record video or take pictures or whatever the case may be. So like I said, this does have LEDs built into it. It's also got IR built into it so that it will work if there's no light on, as well as just daylight, or you can turn the lights on the device and use that to record. So lots of different options there for your recording, which I think is really great. The other nice thing is the LEDs are dimmable, so from the app you can actually turn the brightness of the light up and down depending on what your needs are for that situation. Also, if you wanted to use this, say, on like your front porch or something like that, you absolutely can. Just make sure that it's protected from dust and water and that sort of thing. It's not a waterproof or weatherproof kind of device, so you will want to make sure that it's on a covered porch. So maybe you've got a wall sconce or something on the outside of your house that you can use to protect the device from weather and that sort of thing. That would be great. That would be preferable. But the downside to that, of course, is that somebody could walk up and steal your light bulb, and that'd be fairly really unfortunate. So if you're going to put it outside, know that you're running the risk of having your security camera device stolen, unless you can find a way to secure it more effectively than just screwing it into the wall sconce. Also, the app gives you the chance to see everything that's going on, and you can actually, you know, like swipe left and right to get different angles and perspectives as far as what's going on. But it's also got some very, very weird viewpoints that are available. Like you can change the shape of the way it's being displayed on your screen. There's like this inverted like cereal bowl view that you could use. Like there's a lot of weird stuff in there that I think is more gimmicky than anything else. But if you're into that, have at it. But just I don't think it's terribly useful. I think they could have used some of those resources to do some more practical things. Like if there is an issue or something was recorded with this, and you get the notification, you can go in and you can open that and look at that recording. But the problem is you have to watch the whole recording. You can't actually scrub through that timeline to go to a specific spot or anything like that. And I'm pretty disappointed in that aspect of it. It would be nice if it had the ability to scrub through that video and get to exactly where you need to get to without having to watch the entire video. It would be really nice if they would update the app. That's definitely something that they could do with an app update. So hopefully they see this and they take that into consideration and they update the app to get that taken care of. So the last thing that I'll say about the app is that if you want to give access to your camera to someone else, you can. All you've got to do is actually have them download the app and create an account. Then you can just go into the app, go into Share Camera, put in their email address that they use to sign up for their account, and they'll have access to view the camera. They won't have access to change any settings or anything like that. Only you as like the administrator of the camera will be able to do that. But if you wanted to give access to somebody else, you could do that pretty easily as well. So I will say, minus a few little nitpicky things, overall, it's a great device. I definitely recommend getting something like this. You know, if you've got, say, a babysitter or something like that that you want to keep an eye on because you're worried about the safety of your kids, or you want, like I said, to put it on your front porch to see who's at your front door, things like that. So it's definitely a cool device, and I definitely recommend picking one up. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give the video a thumbs up. It just takes a second and really helps me out on the channel quite a bit. If you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I've got lots of new content coming out regularly, so hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when that happens. Also, if you want to support the channel a little more, head over to my Patreon page, become a patron there. That would help me out quite a bit as far as keeping new content coming more regularly. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Thanks for your time. I always appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you in the next one.